Welcome back to another Madden 20 video I have for you guys here today. Today it's going to be a fantasy style of the new Jacksonville Jaguars without Jalen Ramsey, but they did acquire a couple draft picks, which is pretty nice for me. But before I get too deep into this video, if you guys are new around here, definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you end up enjoying this video. Also, if you end up enjoying the video, it would be cool if you could leave a like. They're greatly appreciated. They definitely help me out a lot. Also, one more thing, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter or join my Discord, links to those are down below. But now let's talk about the team. So Nick Foles is technically the starting quarterback on this team. He may have lost his starting job even when he becomes healthy again, though, because Gardner Minshew has actually been playing really well this year. He might be the front runner for Rookie of the Year, who knows, at least in the AFC. I could be missing some people, of course, you know, those Josh Jacobs, Mecole Hardman, maybe, I don't know, I'm probably missing other people. I'm just thinking of offense. And then Leonard Fournette is the starting running back. He used to be like the best running back to get in Madden, at least his rookie year, and last year in Madden, he was like one of the top running backs to get. He has really good stats in the game. 92 speed, 90 trucking, 90 acceleration, 93 carrying. Dude's a beast. Hopefully he plays well for us, though, in this video. Marquise Lee, D.D. Westbrook, DJ Chark, Chris Conley, Keelan Cole, a good group of wide receivers, and by that I mean all of them are pretty high in the 70s, which is actually pretty cool. I will probably be trading away a few of these guys. I'm not exactly sure who I want to keep yet. I mean, I would like to keep D.D. Westbrook and DJ Chark, probably for sure, but these other guys are, you know, subject to be traded. Cam Robinson, Andrew Norwell, Brandon Linder, AJ Cann, and Jawan Taylor on the offensive line. So the only really good part of this offensive line is Brandon Linder and Andrew Norwell. The rest are low 70s. I mean, Jawan Taylor can develop, Cam Robinson can develop. AJ Cann is probably out the door, though. He's 27 years old, not much room for him to develop. Tight ends, we have James O'Shaughnessy, Seth DeValve, Jeff Swaim. Nothing too crazy. I think they have a rookie somewhere, but I think I might try to trade for a different tight end. They're pretty easy to get this year, so I think I might go that route. And now defensively, like I mentioned before, no Jalen Ramsey, so AJ Bouye is going to be the starting corner, the #1 corner. DJ Hayden, Perry Nickerson apparently is on this team. And who was this? Trey Herndon, I believe. It was a rookie last year. Okay, well, I would like to get a different corner, whether it be through trades or the draft. I'm not sure yet. I will figure it out. And then Gerard Wilson, I want to say your name is, at free safety. Ronnie Harrison actually has star dev. That's pretty cool. Telvin Smith, Miles Jack, Jake Ryan, pretty good linebacking group there. Of course, Telvin Smith is not playing in real life, but in Madden, he is here on the team. Realistic rebuilds. Whenever I get to the realistic rebuild of the Jaguars, I'll probably not have Telvin Smith on the team. Yannick Ngakoue, Marcel Darius, Taven Bryan, Calais Campbell, Josh Allen on the defensive line. Let me also note that for some reason I always say Darius. It could be Darius. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, to be honest, but I've just always said Darius. Josh Allen, though, let me talk about him a little bit. He's a rookie out of Kentucky, was super productive in college. It wasn't fun watching Josh Allen kind of ruin Penn State's offense, but that happened, you know, in their bowl game, the Citrus Bowl, or whatever it was this past year. I want to get him involved because he at least has star development, which is huge, and he's a rookie, of course. Calais Campbell, then, I'm not going to trade Calais Campbell. I think he's too good to trade. I'm going to just slide him inside to defensive tackle. His overall may even go up if I do that. That would be pretty cool, but now let's get into some of these trades. Of course, this is not realistic, 100% fantasy style. So if I trade away your favorite player, I do apologize. The Redskins are getting Nick Foles and Marquise Lee here in exchange for their first-round draft pick. Okay, this looks kind of weird, but if you guys have traded before, you've probably experienced this. That top player on my side is actually the draft pick I just traded for. So it's the Redskins first rounder, our first rounder, and Marcel Darius are going to get me Derwin James. Now, either Derwin James or Ronnie Harrison will slide to free safety. I'm not exactly sure who will yet, but I'm actually really happy we got Derwin James on the team. Cody Davis and James O'Shaughnessy will get me the Cardinals first round draft pick. AJ Cann and this random middle linebacker, I actually don't really know who this is, for OJ Howard. Now, admittedly, this is a player I trade for a lot, but it's because he's really easy to get, and the Patriots actually have a good bit of interest in most of the players I try to trade. So Abry Jones and Seth DeValve are going to the Patriots for Shaq Mason. It happened here once again. I'm getting the Dolphins first-round draft pick. Jeff Swaim, Alfred Blue, and a third-round draft pick will get it done. We are getting the Raiders first-round draft pick as well. Chris Conley, DJ Hayden, and Tyler Shatley will get the job done here. The team is an 81 overall. 81s across the board. That's what I like to see. It's not too bad, I guess, for the first season. But offensively, we didn't change all that much around. We got Shaq Mason. We got O.J. Howard. Two pretty big moves, I guess. We also kind of dismantled the wide receiver core, but I think we kept a good, portion of it, though. We have a 78, a 78, and a 75. That's actually not too bad. We just don't have much depth there anymore, but that's not that big of a deal. Defensively, we added Derwin James, so now we have a new X factor on defense. He also moved over to free safety. The reason for this is he has better coverage skills than Ronnie Harrison. That's literally it. Cornerbacks, we didn't really address because it's very difficult to trade for corners in this game. If you guys have ever tried, you should know. But Josh Allen is now going to get a ton of playing time. Hopefully he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Linebacking core is unchanged, and that is the Jacksonville Jaguars for this season. I think this team is actually going to do pretty well, but we're going to see what happens. Usually this division is quite close. What is the team looking like at the midseason mark? We are 5-3. Okay, so we are playing well. So are the Texans and the Titans, though, and the Colts are 4-3. Like I mentioned, this division is always very close. So honestly, it's still anybody's division. Offensively, though, Gardner Minshew has 3 experience points. Let's go. He's actually playing well then. Maybe he won like Offensive Player of the Week one of these times, because that seems like a lot for right now at least. Defensively, Josh Allen has superstar development, if you guys did not know. I don't think anybody else has like a ton of experience points. I see 1 for everybody. Josh Allen, though, has 3. I meant anybody else aside from Josh Allen, by the way. But who do we have to bring back to the team? I know Yannick Ngakoue is here, because he's always here, and he always hits free agency, but I don't want to, allow that to happen. I want him on the team. I don't care if we don't have much money. I'd rather sign Yannick Ngakoue now than risk trying to draft his replacement or sign another replacement, It's always better, in my opinion, it's always better to sign back proven talent than it is to take a risk in the draft. Sometimes the risk in the draft can definitely pay off. Okay, well, that's more real life. In this game, honestly, you can do either or. It doesn't really matter. But, in real life, I'm a big fan of just signing younger players who have already proved themselves than, taking risks or whatever. But that's just me. Anyway, now I will simulate to the end of the draft the end of the season after that weird ramble. We got a first round bye this year. Okay, I guess we played well the second half of the season. We finished 12-4. The Colts finished 10-6. Texans 8-8. Titans 8-8. So the entire division was actually pretty good. But we finished on top. I will take it. Gardner Minshew actually went off. 4,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. You're joking, man. That's a ridiculous season. He should be in the MVP consideration for sure. Leonard Fournette over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. D.D. Westbrook over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns for him as well. DJ Chark 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. Keelan Cole 5 touchdowns. O.J. Howard also gets 5. Hold on, somebody got 5 touchdowns on 12 catches? That's ridiculous. Could you imagine if that was like stretched to a full season? Like, let's say he got the same number of receptions as D.D. Westbrook. That means he'd have 40 touchdowns by like the same logic. Almost 40. Maybe a little different, I guess. Okay, I will take that. Cam Robinson led up the most sacks, but that's still not horrible, I guess, for like a 70 overall. I'll take it. 118 tackles for Myles Jack. 14 tackles for loss for Josh Allen, 11 for Calais Campbell. We have 3 players getting at least 10 sacks. I guess at least 11. Yannick Ngakoue, Calais Campbell, Josh Allen, all contributing very well. Josh Allen, though, getting 14. Telvin Smith gets 5 picks. Myles Jack, 3. Perry Nickerson gets 3. Ronnie Harrison gets 2. Gerard Wilson, A.J. Bouye each get 1. Okay, this team is playing really well right now. Myles Jack, he gets a touchdown. We don't have any safeties, but we have 2 blocked kicks. Josh Allen and Taven Bryan. 1 forced fumble from A.J. Bouye, and it was not recovered. Okay, well anyway, 17th on offense. Defense, we were 5th. Okay, I'll take it. All right, let's check out these awards now. Who won MVP? It was Patrick Mahomes. Gardner Minshew was at number 7. That is robbery. He went off, all right? AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Patrick Mahomes. Gardner Minshew, though, at number 2. He skyrockets up those leaderboards. I'll take it. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Jack, is at number 3, but Myles Garrett ends up winning it. Josh Allen at number 10. I'll take that. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Gardner Minshew. Of course it is. Raquel Armstead. Devine Ozigbo? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Interesting, but we have 2 running backs in there. Pretty sure they're both running backs. Josh Allen, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Let's go. We should get a good number of experience points and even potentially some dev upgrades for those rookies. Gardner Minshew could go up to star. Josh Allen could go up to X Factor. That would be massive. We have 7 experience points for Gardner Minshew. He's going to be a 77 overall after this season. Let's go. I'm perfectly comfortable with that. Josh Allen also has 7. Ronnie Harrison has 3. Myles Jack has 3. Yannick Ngakoue with 2. Taven Bryan with 2. Okay, the team is going to look really good heading into the playoffs. So the team's now an 84, with 84s across the board. That's just what happens. Alright, that's how this team rolls. Every overall is going to be the same, but we have to take on the Colts, okay? We are staying in the division here. They're an 84 overall as well. No X factors, though. That means they suck, and it means that we're going to win 100%. We have this in the bag. I'm not even worried about it. I should have been more worried about it. 35-21, we actually end up losing, which is very unfortunate, but hopefully next season will go better. Alright, the Seahawks and the Ravens, two birds, are in the Super Bowl. Who's going to win? Who would actually win that fight? I don't actually know. But the Ravens win in the game. Okay, I'll go with the Ravens in real life. Who knows? But I meant by who would actually win, I mean like the birds. Like who would win between a Raven and a Seahawk. I don't know. But Gardner Minshew did not go up to star. I was really expecting that and really hoping for it. But defensively, Josh Allen is now an X factor. Let's go, man. I don't think anybody else went up, though. It's okay. It's all good. But at least we got an X factor. Another X factor, I guess, now on defense. Did anybody slip into free agency that I'm unaware of? I don't think so. Yeah, Keelan Cole would be the only player I would want back. I mean, Perry Nickerson I almost sort of want. I can't even if I wanted to. The reason being, we really need corner. And he's a 71, which isn't that bad. Hopefully I can address this in the draft. But let's see who is even here. I can't bring anyone. Negative $21 million. That's just what happens. Kareem Hunt, Chris Jones is actually an X factor. He was an X factor at the beginning of the season. I don't know if like the roster update came out and made him an X factor because I always thought he was just a superstar. But some pretty good looking players here like usual, but I wouldn't have really wanted anybody anyway. Maybe Chris Jones just because. Actually, never mind. I was going to say actually because Calais Campbell could retire, but he's still here and he's an 89 overall. I'm going to keep Calais Campbell until he retires. Okay, this may go down as one of the best draft classes I have seen this year. It's definitely up there as like top 5. Also, we have the first, second, and third overall picks. I guess our trades kind of paid off this time. But just take a look at this class, right? Okay, specifically, look at the left ends. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a first round grade. These last two guys don't look too good, but still, that means there's 5 who look amazing. This guy might be the best if you're just looking for a pure edge rusher, but then there's some guys in here like a 319 defensive end who would come in and play D tackle for us. That's definitely a player who I would like to take. There's also this defensive tackle who's just ridiculous, man. There's some more right ends who are really good. And then there's this wide receiver who's going to be glitchy, I think at least. A+ medium route running. If it's in the middle, that's even better. He also won the Heisman. That's why his traits went up. I guess if players can win the Heisman, I think there's a chance that their top 3 skills can go up. And I guess in this case, his medium route running ended up going up. Also, 2 really good left tackles, a really nice right tackle. So in conclusion, this draft class is nutty. I will be trading away the first pick, though. Let me actually, before I do that, let me look at one thing. I don't expect anybody to take a wide receiver first overall. That's definitely a possibility, but I also want to see about this guy. He's an early first rounder. Okay, can I find a team that doesn't need a corner or a wide receiver? And then I will gladly trade this pick away. Oh my god, that's a thing? I traded away the first pick to get 3 first rounders this year from the Chargers. Unbelievable. Okay, they shouldn't take a wide receiver or a cornerback. I really hope they don't. Here we go. Who are they going with? They're going with a quarterback, Brandon Boyce. Okay, that was actually the top player in the entire class. But here, we are going cornerback. Actually, I'm going to go wide receiver first. He looks better. Clarence Glover. 80 overall. Hidden development trait. The number 1 ranked player in the entire class. 99 medium route running. Huh. Well, he's not a slot wide receiver. He has atrocious short route running. But he will be the number 1, and then D.D. Westbrook will probably be the 2 in the slot, and then DJ Chark the number 3. I will take that. Good lord, that guy is talented. Okay, well now I'm going to go cornerback. Parrish Hall, welcome to the team. 75 overall, so not fantastic, but probably the best corner in this class. There's another one who could be pretty good, but I didn't want to take a risk on that guy so early. We now have the 12th pick in the draft. Hopefully I can get one of these defensive linemen. I probably will be able to, but let's see. There's also this running back who can be something. I'm, definitely thinking about replacing Leonard Fournette at some point. I don't know if I will. There's also this guy, LaRon Moore. I do want a linebacker. I don't think this guy's going to be that good, and I'll tell you why. He was originally like a 2nd or 3rd round talent and then got bumped up. Well, okay, he was a 1st round talent. Like, it said 1st round, but then you scout him and he got a red gem, and it said like 2nd or 3rd. So I don't think that guy's actually going to be that good. I could be super wrong. But just because of that, I'm going to go with Tommy Moore, I think, instead. Yeah, all the other defensive linemen are gone. Tommy Moore is on the team. He's a 77 hidden development trait. That seemed like a really nice selection. He is going to be here for when Calais Campbell retires. He'll probably actually start this next year instead of Taven Bryan. But it's just good to have some insurance for when your star players diminish. Let's see if I can get that linebacker. I'll take him now. Okay, so I'm guessing he's going to be a 71 with hidden. He's a 72 with normal. I would have much rather had a 71 with hidden. He's very fast, though. So that's something, I guess, but he's not that good. If this running back is available, I'll take him as well. He is still available. Let me just make sure nobody else is on my draft board. Actually, no, I need a right tackle. Hold on. I forgot about this guy. Are you still available? He's probably not. I freaking missed out on that right tackle. I am pissed off. It's okay. I'm going to get this left tackle. I don't really need tackles all that badly. There's actually another one here. Hold on. Who looks better? Jay Sharp looks pretty good. A- lead, A- pass block finesse, B+ run block finesse. Or Steve Kemp. A- is across the board, a better combine. I'm going to go Steve Kemp. 77, but normal development. Not bad at all. He's ranked 5th in the entire class. Took him at number 22. I will take it. But like I just mentioned, I'm not really in need of tackle. I mean, Cam Robinson didn't play too well last year, so I guess I'll start that guy instead of Robinson. But I think, I almost said Ja'Kai Polite. That's not it. What's his name? Jawan Taylor. Why did I say Ja'Kai Polite? Or think of that. But Jawan Taylor was actually pretty good at right tackle for us. So here, I can either go Percy Lamontang, or I can go Antonio Hargrave. I'm going to go Antonio Hargrave just to get a change of pace from Leonard Fournette. Dude's a 76 with hidden. Now the question is, do I start this guy instead of Leonard Fournette? I don't think so. I think I go Leonard Fournette for another year at least. And if this guy is revealed to have superstar, then I'll start that Hargrave guy next year. There's one other potentially decent corner, and I think I might actually take him now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him now. Silas Killings, 68 overall normal development. That's actually good enough to start, as sad as that sounds, because we couldn't bring back any of the corners we had last year. Aside from AJ Bouye, but Perry Nickerson, we're not going to have him anymore, so I guess I'd rather start that Killings guy, and then the other rookie we drafted. In the 4th round, I don't think I have anybody left. Let's see. Draft board, we have one defensive tackle, Frederick Lake. And he's a 70. That's a really good pick for this late in the draft. I absolutely need to check out this draft. This draft class was nutty. Also, that freaking hold A to reorder thing is always in the way. So the worst pick of the draft for us probably was this Laron Moore guy. He really isn't that good. I was at least hoping for hidden development because even with just star, a low 70 is still good enough to start in my opinion. But we did draft some studs. We got Clarence Glover, who's a beast. Parrish Hall, who could be a beast depending on his development. Tommy Moore, same thing. I think he has hidden. He does. Then we drafted this guy with normal. This guy also has normal. Antonio Hargrave has hidden. He could be something. This defensive tackle was actually really good late in the draft. But let's see the rest of the NFL. I'm very curious about a few of these players. So we got the first ranked player, of course. There's another 80, and it's that right tackle. I'm so pissed off I missed out on this guy. I just completely blanked and forgot to pick him. That's such an easy pick, too. I should have taken him so much earlier. That is absolutely my mistake. I feel really crappy about this now. What's his development? It's just star. Okay, at least it's not superstar, but man, I should have taken that guy. I should have taken him with my second pick. I knew he was going to be something special. He's also an 80, though. That's nuts. Devon Trent, a really good left end. Another really good left end. 2 more good left tackles. We got one of those guys. Did this guy have hidden? He did. So we actually got the worst left tackle, at least amongst those 2 guys there. Tommy Moore, we drafted him. We drafted Hargrave. Jamario Rice is a good right end. Another 2 left ends, man. There's the freaking defensive linemen in this class were just so stupid, man. There's some other good ones down here as well. It was a great draft. This was a really good draft class. Whole day to reorder is still here. I'm on the front screen of the game. I just completely backed out to see if I can get rid of it. Alright, this is annoying. The team is now an 84 and our streak ends of having the same overall for all 3. We now have an 85 offense, 84 defense. The team looks so different though. Gardner Minshew's up to a 77 overall. Hopefully he goes off here again. We added Glover onto the team. Hargrave is also here, backing up Leonard Fournette. We added Kemp at left tackle. I will take that. And then defensively, we added a defensive tackle, a second defensive tackle. We also added another corner in Hall. And then the rest of the team is kind of the same. I mean, I guess there's Killings here as well, another cornerback who could potentially go off. Who knows? But I actually expect pretty big things from this team. I was sort of hoping this would happen. So Josh Lambo is technically our backup quarterback, and he's going to mentor Gardner Minshew. I don't even understand this. The mechanics are kind of broken in this game, but I will take it. I don't know what I want to get up on him. Let's go with throwing on the run. Why not? Maybe we can make Gardner Minshew go up to a 78. Who knows? The team is 5-2 here at the midseason mark, playing well once again. That's what I like to see. The division, though, we are again in a three-way tie for first. The Titans and the Texans are both 5-2, and then this time the Colts, though, 1-6. Not bad, or very bad. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say not good, and I don't know. This guy has X Factor. All right, that completely threw me off guard. Let's go, or caught me off guard, whatever you want. I just can't get my words out right now, but this dude has X Factor. I am so excited about that. Let's get it, my man. And then defensively. Okay, this guy has star, and this guy's development is not yet revealed. He's kind of close, though. All right, well, I'm super stoked for that wide receiver. That guy is going to be disgusting. Who do we have to bring back to the team? Calais Campbell is the top free agent, but I'm just going to let him retire. He should retire this year. If not, I will figure it out at the end of the season if I want him or not. O.J. Howard, I would like back on the team, and we actually have enough money to do this. I want O.J. Howard. I want Leonard Fournette. I want D.D. Westbrook. Jake Ryan, I think, is replaceable at this point. And I think that's actually it. So I'm only going to go after these three guys here. Are we in the playoffs in this hotly contested division? We are. We went 9-6-1. And that was good enough for second. The Titans went 6-10. They only won one more game after the midseason mark. Okay. And then the Texans were 12-3-1. All right, whatever. Gardner Minshew, how did you do this year? Over 4,000 yards again, 35 touchdowns, 11 picks. A bit worse compared to last year, but still a good season. I will take it. Leonard Fournette was actually not good. I kind of regret giving him that contract now, but maybe we can figure something out. I don't know. Clarence Glover was solid, 953 yards, 9 touchdowns, though, from D.D. Westbrook. O.J. Howard also gets 9. All right, I'll take that. Sacks allowed. Steve Kemp wasn't phenomenal, but the rest of the offensive line was pretty good. 123 tackles for Miles Jack, 108 from Parrish Hall. Tackles for loss, we have 17 for Josh Allen, 15 for Calais Campbell, 11 for Telvin Smith and Yannick Ngakoue, and then 10 from the rookie defensive tackle. 12 sacks for Josh Allen, 10.5 for Yannick Ngakoue. 4 interceptions for Miles Jack, 2 for Trey Herndon, who barely played, okay. 2 for A.J. Bouye, 1 for Jake Ryan, Ronnie Harrison, Derwin James, and Silas Killings. Defensive touchdowns, we don't have any. We have 1 safety, Calais Campbell, 1 blocked kick from Dwayne Smoot, and we have a good number of forced fumbles. We have 5. How many of them were recovered? Only 1. Derwin James gets the lone fumble recovery. But we were 18th on offense, still in the second half of the league, and then 4th on defense. Okay, I will take that. Marcus Mariota wins MVP, because why not? Gardner Minshew at number 5, though. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Mariota. Minshew at number 6. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Myles Jack, though, at number 4. Josh Allen at number 10. Brandon Boyce wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Antonio Hargrave. How is he above Clarence Glover? Please tell me. Maybe Hargrave returned kicks or something? I don't know, man. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Devon Trent. Parrish Hall at number 5. Silas Killings at number 6. Tommy Moore at number 9. All right, well, let's see the development of a couple more of these guys. At least the defensive tackle, his should be revealed by now. This guy has star development. At least it's not superstar, so I don't have a running back controversy. Actually, I still kind of do. Also, I think I just said controversy. I still do because I don't really want Leonard Fournette anymore, to be honest. And this guy has star development as well. Okay. Heading into this playoff game, we're an 87 overall. 87 offense, 88 defense, but let's see what the Ravens are. I'm guessing 83. They're actually an 86. Better than I thought they'd be. They actually have a really good team, though, so that makes sense. Let's advance and see if we can actually win. We can. Okay, we have to go up against the Texans now. They are an 84 overall, but they usually play much higher than their overall. That last game was also super close. Let's go to the conference championship, and let's see if we lose in this round 2 years in a row. And we do not. Awesome. Another really close game. Okay. Going up against one of the best AFC teams, one of the best teams in this game. And the Chargers, they're an 83 overall. I'd probably put them second to, like, the Browns, at least in the AFC. Like, those two teams are definitely like the 2 best in my opinion. But let's go to the Super Bowl, and we are not in it. The Chargers and the Seahawks make it. Let's advance, and let's see who wins. Did we lose to the Super Bowl victor, the eventual Super Bowl victor? We did, 41-35, and Calais Campbell is still kicking around. That's pretty cool. Did anybody go up in development, though? This is important. Gardner Minshew is still normal. That's sad. Go up in development, man. What does he have to do? He won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He went off again. Just not good enough, I guess. Defensively, Calais Campbell did retire. Okay, he isn't here. I don't think anybody went up in development, though. So now, what are we even looking for? Honestly, I have no idea. Probably a new linebacker, because I'm not bringing back Jake Ryan. I could maybe use like an offensive tackle. I'd like a new guard, to be honest, because I kind of want to trade Andrew Norwell. He is super expensive at this point. We do have $33 million, so we definitely have different players to choose from. Okay, hang on. Do we do it? Do we go back to Jalen Ramsey? I'm doing it, man. Jalen Ramsey's coming back to the freaking Jaguars, all right? 2 years removed. He's coming back to the Jaguars, all right? Yo, I love this. Okay, I want him on the team. That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. We'll give him 104 points. And then, what else could we use? I mean, like I said, I could use an offensive tackle, I guess. Laramie Tunsil is actually not getting many points at all. I will go after Laramie Tunsil. We're not going to have too much money after this, but it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Next season will likely be the last season anyway. Okay, let's advance here and see if we got Jalen Ramsey. We did. Jalen Ramsey came back to the Jaguars. We also got Demario Davis. He's actually up to an X Factor, which is interesting. And I will take him if I can't get anybody else. I mean, he's not a bad player by any means. He's a 78 overall still. I will gladly have him start if I can't draft anyone. So, honestly, I'm okay with that. But we did not hear back yet from Laramie Tunsil. And I can't really up my offer much. And I'm not going to be able to get him. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, though. I can probably draft some players if I need to. Emmanuel Sanders is up to X Factor as well. Interesting. All right, well, let's head into the draft now. All right, let's see when we draft. We have the Rams' first-round draft pick, and of course we have ours. And we actually picked number 9. Pretty cool. Who is supposed to go first? Oh my god, this quarterback. Okay, hang on. First off, 4.49 speed? Dude, this guy's Kyler Murray. Look at him. He's like exactly like Kyler Murray. Similar size as well. All right, well, Cole Salisbury looks really good. And I think I want him on the team. Is that worth trading up for? It probably is. I can probably get rid of Andrew Norwell doing this as well. I think that's a good idea. Actually, this guy in the second round also looks good. Sean Trout? Oh, hang on a second. The move might actually be just to wait for Sean Trout, to be honest. He actually looks a little bit better. Oh, look at this stud. Solomon Sanborn. C-man, F awareness, F zone. Alright, I think I'm actually just going to simulate to my pick and see if I can take that guy with my last pick in the first round. Who is still available at number 9? I guess if that other middle linebacker is here, I will take him, and he is not. Should we go with Kyler Murray 2.0 and have him sit behind Gardner Minshew for a season? I almost want that to happen. Not going to lie. What else could I even use? I'll just look around, I guess, and see if I can find anyone better. Another pretty solid-looking draft. I'm going to go with that quarterback, though, just to see what he's all about. He's a 72, which isn't very good, but what's his speed? I need to see this. 88 speed. Honestly, I thought it was going to be in the 90s. 87 acceleration, 87 agility. Pretty good stats, though. He'd be a fun player to actually use. And now, with my last pick, well, with the 29th pick, I guess, in the first round, let's go with that other middle linebacker. Now, this guy may be a low 70 overall, but that's more than enough to start on this team, if you ask me. Sean Trout. He's a 70, but he has hidden. Okay, he's also going to be flexed outside, so his overall should go up. Definitely good enough to start for me. So I don't actually regret signing Demario Davis either. I can have Davis be the backup middle. So you guys saw, I only made 2 picks in this entire draft. But let's see who we got afterwards. A bunch of 60s and then a couple 50s. Okay, nobody notable. Who was the number 1 ranked player in the class, though? I am curious. A 77 overall wide receiver, Khalil Clifton. Charles James, a 77 overall running back. Chandler Francis, Colin Hansen, A.J. Pearson, Malcolm Williams. Okay, pretty good looking class again. Nobody above a 77, so that's actually a rather low ceiling, I guess, for the class. But there's a pretty good distribution of higher 70 overall guys, though. The team is an 87 overall. 87 offense, 88 defense. Pretty balanced on both sides of the football. Offensively, it looks like this. It still looks very good, in my opinion. A couple normal developments, but honestly, I think Gardner Minshew should have went up to star at least by now. And then Glover is an X factor, so that highlights the offense quite nicely. The offensive line still pretty good. I did mention that I could trade Andrew Norwell, and I definitely could, but I just kind of don't want to. I just want to see how this team plays with this lineup here. And then Trout is starting on defense. He's a left outside linebacker. Isn't the greatest overall, but I think he can get the job done. Apparently, we drafted another hidden development guy, Caleb Banks. Okay. Jalen Ramsey's back on this team, so him and AJ Bouye reunite here once again. This defense is looking ferocious. I'm actually expecting pretty big things from this team here once again. Yeah, so this team didn't make the playoffs. I'd love to know how. Yeah, 5-11. That's definitely what I think this team deserves. Gardner Minshew was actually pretty bad this year. Under 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Not really a good year. Oh, Leonard Fournette may have been a cause of problem for this team. He was actually really bad. DJ Chark, 8 touchdowns, not bad, 970 yards. OJ Howard, 4 touchdowns. How do you get an X-Factor receiver only 1 touchdown? That seems like a scheme issue or like a playbook issue. I don't know. D.D. Westbrook gets 5 touchdowns down there. Juwan Taylor played well. Steve Kemp also played well. The tackles doing their thing. 149 tackles from Miles Jack. That's a lot. 18 tackles for loss. He was our defense. He was our entire defense. Jesus, man. Josh Allen, 11 sacks. Derwin James, 3 picks. Jalen Ramsey, 3 picks. Ronnie Harrison, AJ Bouye, Leon Jacobs, Anthony McKinley. Each get 1. I don't even know who McKinley is. We have 1 defensive touchdown from Bouye. We don't have any safeties. And we have 1 blocked kick from Taven Bryan. Forced fumbles. We have 1. Jalen Ramsey, Ronnie Harrison. And neither were recovered. All right. Well, anyway, 25th on offense. We're also right behind Jason Garrett on the legacy leaderboard. We are 4th on defense, though. This defense is going off. The offense just cannot keep up, apparently. Nobody from the Jaguars, an MVP. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Marcus Mariota. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Miles Jack, though, at number 2. The Miles brothers fighting it out, even though they're not brothers. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Charles James. This name is kind of sound a little familiar. James Charles. That's a person. Barry Laurie at number 6 though. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Jennings. Sean Trout at number 3. Anthony McKinley at number 7. Eddie Hatcher, I think, at number 10. Was that his name? Hold on. It was his name. All right. Best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Best running back, Melvin Gordon. Best wide receiver, Adam Humphries. John Ross, James Washington, David Moore. Look at this list, man. No disrespect to these guys, but like, come on. Tyreek Hill's at number 5. That makes sense. DeAndre Hopkins, the best wide receiver in the game, at number 8. Jacoby Myers. All right, anyway. Best offensive lineman, Quentin Nelson. Best defensive lineman, Myles Garrett. Josh Allen, Yannick Ngakoue, Tommy Moore, 7, 8, and 9. Best linebacker, Miles Jack. Best defensive back, Marlon Humphrey. Jalen Ramsey at number 7. Best kicker, Steven Gostkowski. Josh Lambo at number 4. Alright, this was a disappointing final season, but this will conclude the rebuild. I guess it was somewhat successful. We made the playoffs 2 years in a row, but let me know if you want me to come back to this team. I definitely will. I'll save the franchise just to make sure I can. But here's one last look at the team. Let me actually, hold on. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm not going to say anything. I will let you know in the Super Bowl week what I just saw. Let's just advance the week here. The Cowboys and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Who is going to come out victorious? It's going to be the Cowboys. Okay. Also, let me check this out. This is important as to whether or not I come back to this one. How much money do we have? Oh, we have enough. Okay. We can sign these players back, so I can certainly come back to this one, and I think it would actually be a pretty interesting reload. But anyway, what I was going to say, if you guys didn't notice, this quarterback has X Factor. Dude, that is hilarious. He just has X Factor. Alright, well anyway, here's a look at the experience points for the season. I didn't spend any yet. We have a lot of players up to Superstar. This guy just has Superstar. Miles Jack got improved. Yannick Ngakoue went up to Superstar. This team is actually looking really good on the defensive side. I think we could work with this team well in a reload. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely let me know if you think I should come back to this one. And I will try to at some point in the near future. One final time though, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.